Shanti, you were talking about suffering and how suffering can lead to more awareness and understanding and compassion. But on the other hand, there's sort of like a sometimes we want to hold on to unnecessary suffering.
Yes.
Suffering that really we just our mind goes towards that kind of fear or
Yes.
worry or regrets or guilt or so forth.
So-
Could you talk about that?
Yes. So, suffering or happiness, both can work for you spiritually or can work against you. So, common denominator which is good for spiritual evolution, what do you think? That would save you, even if you're suffering or you have all the prosperity. That element is awareness. If you are searching, so many people were suffering and they were searching. And there's so many examples, like somebody who did not believe in God. I mean, that's true example. They were so much attached to their children. Both of their sons, one after the other, got killed in the war. That is why they started questioning. I have a book by them, I met them. And they become spiritual. They investigated everything and they got in touch with their sons, in spirit world. And they felt so much liberated, they went on the spiritual path. So this was awakening. Another side is so many people who had that bad thing happening to them, so they want to take revenge. There are just some healers and all this, they were from poor country and all this. They were seeking the power and this. And they became healer, con artists. And they become so efficient. So many people started following. This was on TV, and still people follow all these miracles. Because he was looking for this. So suffering can make you bitter. Some of them become very criminal, like this happened. Others become materialistic instead of being spiritual. On the other hand, somebody has prosperity, then they can use properly, like Buddha. Buddha had prosperity, he was a prince. But he thought ahead of time that I have all this. But how about 10 years from now? What would happen? Would I get old? Yeah. Would I get sick? Would I die? Is there a solution that I want to get? So this is why this choice. There is a story about two famous saints. My name doesn't mean much, but this is a historical story. One saint had his wife very crooked, always going against him and harassing him, bothering him and everything. He thanked God, my wife is nagging, so keeps me on the path to remind me on the path. Another saint, his wife was so cooperative, even his daylight time, and said, orders wife, bring the lamp. She will bring the lamp. She won't even question. She was so cooperative. Thank God, my wife is so cooperative that she helped me in meditation. She cooks the meals which are good for me. She just goes along with me. So the basic element is awareness. See, both things work for us or work against us. So basic awareness. So this is why. So forget about suffering or happiness. In the life, without asking question, we go through the cycle, pleasure and pain, gain and loss. All these are opportunities. Just like a business person, just think like a business person, economy is inflation and there is depression. For smart investor, depression is used for gain, inflation is used for gain. Same way, in spiritual life also, suffering is to intensify meditation and practice, and comforts are also utilized for the same thing. So really, life is a school. Whatever comes our way, we learn the lesson. So we don't look at suffering or pleasure. We don't get lost in the pleasure, remember it. And we don't get lost in the suffering. So bottom line is, consider this world is temporary, only to learn lesson. This is our vacation time. Our real abode is permanent abode. So this life is temporary. Enjoy it like you are vacationing for 2 weeks. It's going to be over. Don't be attached. You meet the people, you don't get attached. You stay in a fancy hotel, you don't get attached because you have to give up. So we live with that awareness. That is the basic message. Does that answer?